Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Madonna. I'm Start a Small Garden, helping you with your gardening journey as well. So today I'm going to share on how to make a worm composting bin, easy, quick, inexpensive gardening. So let's get started. So here I'm going to use today, I got this from Costco for just like $9. This is a rectangular plastic container, and please feel free to use whatever container or composting bin that you have there available to you. Already have container. We are going to drill holes at the bottom for drainage and airflow as well. And the first thing that you should put in your container is sand, yes, or dirt if it's not available to you. Any regular soil at the bottom of your container bin will do. After that, you can add some cardboard boxes and make sure that you soak them first in the water before you add them to the bin. It's just really like a sponge that has a water in it, just enough for them to have moisture. And if, for example, it's not available to you, you can use egg gardens or egg boxes, or for practicality, you can use dried leaves, especially this coming fall season. Dry leaves is really a very good resource, very economical. You can collect them as well. And I do not recommend to pour water, so soaking them is really great. So once you have laid on your cardboard boxes or leaves, now let's add some coco coir. So coco coir is a natural byproduct from coconut fibers. You can get this from Amazon, really very great also. I'm going to soak this first in the water first and let it sit for like few minutes until it really absorb it. Once the water was all absorbed, we're going to scatter around. The coco coir that I'm using is an Urban Worm coco coir brand. This is really great soil amendment, and I really highly recommend it for worm bedding because it's all natural, really very eco-friendly. And you can really use this also if, for example, you run out of potting mix, seedling starters for this coming fall or winter season. So now that we're done with putting the coco coir, the next one that we're going to do is we're going to lay some paper towels on top of it. So I have collected many paper towels that I get from the kitchen. So instead of throwing it, please save it. It's really very great for composting as well. You can add some bread or green items or kitchen waste. They are on the top. So kitchen waste or kitchen scraps is really very great to add in your composting bin because it can make your compost bin very fertile and very great for amending your soil later on. I really do not recommend to put your kitchen waste at the very bottom of your container because it can make your compost very hot and it might cook your worms. As a reminder, if you have fruit peelings or vegetable peelings, these are a really great source of fertilizers and food for your worms. And I let the vegetable peelings or ferment in the plastic bag for a couple of days first, and it's much more really digestible for the composting worms when you already fermented ahead of time than just throwing their very raw or fresh foods from the start. So once it ferments and it already kind of start its composting process, like it beneficial fungi or bacteria is present already in those peelings or kitchen waste. So please try to avoid pet litters or cooked meals or even dairy foods composting bin. So I have a lot of vegetables and fruit peelings here I have collected from the kitchen, so they're really great, very came in handy. So please don't throw them, save them. Even eggshells as well, you can keep them too. And I'm going to add more coco coir on top here just to add some more materials. And now that we are done, the next step will be adding the red wigglers or your composting worms. So for your worm bin or composting bin, red wigglers is one of the great composting worms, and it's really very beneficial for your vegetables, especially if you want to create organic fertilizer for your plants. So I have already some composting worms here from my previous composting bin. I have here the same size, but this I have started it like around the spring. This is my first time making composting bin, and so far I was able to harvest some already before. So I'm just gonna get some few worms here to make a new composting bin or composting worm. So the area that you're going to put your container is, I'm gonna make sure that it's not very hot, to the place that is a little bit shady, because in a container it can get really very hot. So what I do is that I do not really poke holes on the top, but on the side I leave a little space. I do not close it so tight. I don't close it all the way. There you go, guys. If you want to watch my previous videos of how to make compost at home, I have a separate video for that without using any composting worm. If you're interested, you can check it out. Also, I'll leave the link below or in the description. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and that's how to make a worm composting bin. Easy, quick, and expensive gardening that you can use for your vegetables. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!